What's that stuff?
Is this part of the show, or are you going to?
No.
Oh, I'm in the way.
Can we applaud now? Somebody can't make up their mind about the lights.
All aboard!
Well, come on, everybody. We're going to be late.
Let's take a train to Savannah. Let's take a plane to St. Paul. Let's take a kayak to Quincy or Nyack. Let's get away from it all. Let's take a trip in a trailer. No need to come back at all. Let's take a powder to Boston for chowder. Let's get away from it all. We'll travel round from place to place, enjoying each new scene. We'll be neat wherever we meet, 'cause we want to be green. Let's just forget about worries, sail off in a yacht or a yawl. No emails, no faxes, no paying our taxes. Let's get away from it all. Let's take a train to Savannah. Let's take a plane to St. Paul. No! Let's take a kayak to Quincy or Nyack. Let's get away from it all. Let's take a trip in a trailer. No need to come back at all. Let's take a powder to Boston for chowder. Let's get away from it all. We'll travel round from town to town across this lovely land. And we trust our wanderlust will take us somewhere grand. Let's start a trip in New England, where the Red Sox try to play ball. Let's leave our hut, dear, get out of our rut, dear. Let's get away from it all.
Let's face it, guys. Our milk and honey days are over. The economy tanked and took our high life with it.
Oh, come on. Look at the bright side. We're down, but we're not out. It's just a matter of adjusting to a new reality. Hey, there's an idea for a seminar. Downsizing in a broken economy. I like that. It's got a nice, pathetic ring to it.
It'd be pathetic if you let it, that's for sure.
That's very pressure line.
Hey, it's the best I can do in my reduced circumstances. But seriously, we're all in the same boat. And it's a lot smaller than it used to be.
That's for damn sure.
Well, Daisy, it looks like a deluxe world tour in a private jet is out for this year. Was it ever in?
Ah, those were the days.
And we thought they'd never end. What fools we were.
But they ended. Boy, did they ever. Now what?
Ta-da, my friends. Have I got a deal for you?
Let me see this. Says here, budget travel, 2 weeks across the United States, from sea to shining sea. See more, pay less. My God, look at the cost. It's a bargain. A real bargain.
Budget? Budget? Oh, I never travel on the cheap. I don't know. I just don't know. One thing's for sure, I have outgrown all that group bus schlepping, constantly packing, unpacking, tiny rooms, dingy hotels, rotten food. What's not to like? No. No budget fling for me. Count me out.
Oh, come on, Daisy. If we all go, it'll be fun. Remember that European trip we took in the 70s? Before we had 2 pennies to rub together? An 18-day, all-inclusive trip for less than $1,000? Boy, what a tacky trip. But did we have fun?
Oh, it was Jackie. But we did have fun. You're right. You're right. Well, okay. Okay, if the rest of you are game, count me in. It's against my better judgment, but it sure beats staying at home.
Well, let's say we circulate these brochures amongst our nearest and dearest. Why, with the right group, even budget will be bearable.
Oh, so you're advocating a misery loves the company strategy. Why didn't I think of that?
How about Ethel?
How about Ruth?
Terrific.
Ethel Martin, Ruth Ellis from the gym. I didn't recognize you behind those dark glasses. Daisy Green gave me your name.
Oh, hi, Ruth. I didn't recognize you under all that sweat. It's about the trip, right?
Did you know we share a trainer at the gym?
Really?
Yeah. It seems that we showed him Daisy's brochure on the same day. I said I'd go if I could find a roommate. And he decided to become a matchmaker, told me to call you.
Look, when Daisy sent me that info, I never said I'd go. I don't do budget, period.
Come on, Ethel. Budget's in the eye of the beholder. Look, we share a trainer who has seen every square inch of us, and he thinks we'd be compatible.
And we do both like Daisy, and you have to admit, she is a bit of an odd duck.
Yeah. And we're both alone. It's terrible being a penniless divorcee.
Penniless?
The only round figure I can bank on is the one you see before you.
Hey, you've got a sense of humor. Being alone is a bitch. I should know. I have been married. I have tried 3 husbands, 3 odd for size, and none of them have fit.
I am so sorry.
Oh, I don't know. I haven't gone anywhere since my last divorce, and I have never, ever, once shared a hotel room with a woman.
Come on, there's always a first time. We share a trainer, we share a friend. How hard can it be to share a room?
Well, I guess. You snore?
Of course not. Well, at least I don't think so. It's hard to know without a bedfellow. How about you?
None of the men in my life ever complained.
So you're game?
Yeah, what the hell? I'm game.
Hooray!
So we're all in agreement that bunking together is the way to go, isn't it?
Well, it's the only way we can swing it.
So say goodbye to the check, girls. I never thought I'd be able to afford such a wonderful trip, and I certainly never thought I'd get so far away from Kentucky. If you girls didn't get on my back, I probably would have died here without ever getting to see how the rest of the world manages to survive.
Boston. I have always wanted to go there. But Jacob Church says we should not go to Cambridge. Oh, heathens and liberals there.
Well, you do realize the furthest north that old man ever went was West Virginia, when he went to judge the pygmy goat contest and came back suffering from culture shock. Some expert. I don't care what Jake or anyone says. I'm going everywhere and enjoying everything.
How can you be against something if you haven't tasted it first?
Oh, it's the sips are okay, honey. It's the swigs that pollute the palate.
Please say you'll come back. You already know a bunch of the people Daisy and Sid rounded up.
And the trip will help you get back into the swim.
I don't know. I was never very good at these group things, even when Sarah was alive.
But she's been dead for nearly 2 years, and you're still breathing. Live it up. Have some fun.
Won't I be cramping your style to company and all that?
You'll never be a third wheel.
More like a spare tire.
Oh. We owe our romance to you, Matt. You brought us together when we were lonely. Now we'd like to return the favor.
I'm lonely, but I'm not looking. I'm not looking just yet, that is.
Every man looks. It's the touching that's tricky.
We want to find someone to cuddle up with.
I think we need a lot more than cuddling.
Please, you two. You take care of your sex life, and I will try to take care of mine. I'm not right now in the market for a relationship.
But if it happens,
It happens. It happens.
So what do you say?
All right, I'll send in the money.
So we are poorer now, for which we thank the Dow. We'll find the money for this trip somehow. Let's roll, let's roll. A trip will restore the soul. If it can restore the soul, let's roll, let's roll.
It's been our dream to try, and we will not deny, and it might all turn out to be a riot.
We'll take a jazzy sip down the Mississippi as she lays in comfort on a tourist ship.
Kentucky's our abode, we know the social code, and it's time for us to hit the road.
If it is lovely chosen, let's go. We are in full accord, we'll be a happy horde, on occasion cranky but never bored. USA, now we are on our way.
Glad to have you aboard, Jack. Did you ever think that first-class travel would go out of fashion that fast?
Ah, strange turn of events, Sophie, my dear. But I'm always, always willing to help out a friend. For cash. How was I to know that all those rich, ripe Palm Beach ladies whom I used to walk all over the place, for a handsome fee I might add, would suddenly cut back on my services because the damned economy tanked?
Everyone's had to scale back. Why, my bills wouldn't even be paid if I hadn't changed the focus of my trip. One thing for sure, though. Having you aboard will pump some class into this adventure.
Thanks for the compliment, Soph. You and I, we've got to keep our heads above water.
Just trying to stay afloat. Well, I guess we beat that metaphor to death.
You always had a way with my words, Soph.
Anyway, we do have a full group and more women than men, but that's par for the course.
Anybody interesting?
At these prices?
Oh.
God, you gotta be kidding.
I miss the good life. Those were the days. Not bad. Not bad at all.
Knock it off. Remember our employee motto? Look, but
Don't touch.
Unless the looker has an insatiable itch.
Boston, the big dig, lobster, and quahogs. What a funny name for such an ugly clown.
It's Quahog, Addie.
And the MBTA. I always thought it was the MTA. Isn't that what Charlie wrote? Ride forever neath the streets of Boston. I am so happy we came to Boston a day early. I'm having such a wonderful time.
Me too, that's for sure. But Cambridge was not at all what I expected. Who would have thought that the Harvey Coop place would have had copies of They're not going to believe me at home when I tell them where I bought this. Even when I show them the bag, it's proof. You girls are going to have to bear witness.
And remember that man we stopped to ask for directions? You gotta get off at Harvard Station and walk across the yard.
But you had to ask him the question 3 times before he understood you.
Well, at least I speak the King's English.
Oh, just think, girls, we're off to Cape Cod in the morning. When I was young, Patty Page made that skinny strip of land seem so exciting, you know? If it's half as good as they say it is, I just might dump the 2 of you and rent a room on, oh, come on. Oh. I'm only kidding. Let's just get ourselves a glass of wine and some nibbles.
This place is a dump. I will need better accommodations when we get on the road.
Mrs. Martin?
Ethel, you may call me Ethel.
Well, Ethel, it shall be. I'm Jack. Remember, don't ever hesitate to call whenever you need some help. Ethel, this is a budget adventure. All of the rooms in each of the hotels, they're exactly the same price. Queens and doubles, that's the only difference. That's what makes it budget.
No views? I need a view.
Some of the views around here are amazing. No views. You'll get exactly what you paid for. You'll get exactly what you paid for. Remember, I'm here to help. My services are budgeted into the price.
I will keep that in mind. What a waste of fancy duds! Look around, Ruth. Nobody is dressed up. I brought my Saks wardrobe to a Kmart convention. But I gotta hand it to our tour director. He is pretty classy. Recognizes a good thing when he sees it.
Stop preening and focus for a moment, will you please? Are you always going to have to spend that much time putting on your face in the bathroom? Well, I had to use that crappy mirror over the bureau. Not complaining, just wanted to ask.
Down, boy. This is the first day of our new trip. Don't you know that you'll have a whole week with these single ladies? Play hard to get. Come on. Keeps them all happy that way. That's the first thing I teach my tour guides. Tips will be bigger if you keep them all hopping.
I am hoping.
Oh, that too, that too.
Well, here we are, Matt. That wasn't so bad. Lots of women here, my friend.
Sid.
Oh, there's Ruth. Where's Ethel? There she is, over there, all dolled up, casing out the crowd as usual. Oh my God, look at her face. It's a work of art. Her last husband's money took a good 10 years off her age. Oh.
Attention, everyone. See me later if you haven't received your welcome packet.
What's it look like?
Well, it's a large packet that says welcome on the front of it.
Oh, that one? That's the welcome packet?
Jack and I will be with you for the entire trip. We are also very privileged and fortunate to have with us a professor of geology from Slippery Rock Community College. Her daily lectures will add a scholarly dimension to our trip. Ladies and gentlemen, may I present Professor Rosetta Stone.
Greetings, tour members. I'm so happy to be traveling with you. A poet might rhapsodize about the beauty and sublimity of America's mountains. A balladeer might sing so confused, about a Rocky Mountain high. But I, as a geologist, will examine what lies beneath the crust and explain the phenomenon of global plate tectonics and geological time zones reaching back billions of years. Oh, I know you share my enthusiasm. I can hardly wait to begin. Thank you all very much.
Thank you, Professor. They claim cheaply recommended, but, you know. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Now, attention again, everyone, before you get to the food. All of you who are going to the Cape tomorrow morning, the bus leaves at 7 a.m. Sharp. Assemble in the lobby and don't be late. And once you get there, you'll remember the drill. Stay together or be left behind.
Stay together. That's a bunch of second-grade stuff.
Wherever we go, whatever we do, we're gonna go through it together. We may not go far, but sure as a star. Wherever we are, it's together. Wherever I go, I know he goes. Wherever I go, I know she goes. No fix, no fights, no fuse, and no egos. Amigos, together. Through thick and through thin, all out or all in. And whether it's win, place, or show, it's you for me and me for you. We'll muddle through whatever we do together, wherever we go. Wherever we go, whatever we do, we're gonna go through it together. We may not go far, but sure as a star. Wherever we are, it's together. Wherever I go, I know he goes. Wherever I go, I know she goes. No fists, no fights, no feuds, and no egos. Amigos, together. Through thick and through thin, all out or all in. And whether it's win, place, or show, it's you for me and me for you. We'll muddle through whatever we do together, wherever we go.
Where's Ethel Martin? Does anybody know where Mrs. Martin is, please?
She was still fixing up her face when I left.
Oh, she's already
Tour
late.
guide, why are you looking for Ethel Martin?
I hope she doesn't make a habit out of this. If she's not here on time, we're going to have to leave without her.
Good to meet you.
Delighted, just delighted.
I'm delighted to see you too. Oh yes, you too. Yes. Sorry, excuse me, I shall open my tour book. Thank you. The name's Page.
I've lived down here on the Cape for ages now. I retired 100 years ago. No, it was not 100 years. It was recent. I'm just exaggerating. Showing people around the places I love best is what I do now. It fills my time, and it fills my pockets too. It's a pleasure all around. If you're fond of sand dunes and salty air, quaint little villages here and there, you're sure to fall in love with old Cape Cod. If you like the taste of a lobster stew, served by a window with an ocean view, you're sure to fall in love with old Cape Cod. Winding roads that seem to beckon you, miles of green beneath the skies of blue, church bells chiming on a Sunday morn reminds you of the town where you were born. If you spend an evening you want to stay, watching the moonlight on Cape Cod Bay, you're sure to fall in love with old Cape Cod. If you spend an evening you want to stay, watching the moonlight on Cape Cod Bay, you're sure to fall in love with old Cape
New York's a hell of a town. The Bronx is up and the Battery's down. The people lie in a hole in the ground. New York, New York is a hell of a town.
We're missing some people. The Greens. Everybody was on the bus when we left the hotel. Does anybody know where the Greens are?
We're here.
Here.
Sorry to be late. I couldn't find my lucky Red Sox hat. I swear that woman hides it on me. That's what I get for marrying out of my league.
I take care of just about everything. The money, the itinerary, the pills, but not that hat. I am a Yankees fan, which makes me something less than perfect, according to Sid.
Oh, you can take the girl out of New York.
Oh, blah, blah, blah. Get off.
Listen up, guys. Be on time and stay together. The bus went to the Cape yesterday without Ethel Martin. Don't wander off. Even calls of nature will have to wait because the rest of us won't. Now, Jack, how many still are unaccounted for? Oh. Well, a couple of you go over and check on the train?
Sure.
I'll go. Thanks. That'd be a big help. Thanks.
Excuse me, sir. Is that the Chattanooga choo-choo? Pardon me, sir. Is that the Chattanooga choo-choo?
Yes, back 23.
Well, that's convenient for me.
I can afford to board the Chattanooga choo-choo. Paying cash was too hard. I put it all on a card. You leave the Pennsylvania station about 3:45. Check your latest email and you're in Baltimore.
Dinner in the diner, nothing could be finer
Than to have your ham and eggs in Carolina. When you hear the whistle blow and into the bar, then you know that Tennessee is not very far.
Shovel all the coal in, gotta keep it rolling.
Woo, woo, Chattanooga, there you are. We're gonna have a good old party at the station. Folks, there ain't bourbon, easy access to bourbon. We'll have a blast, no matter if the skies are cloudy or fair. So Chattanooga choo-choo, won't you choo-choo us there? Chattanooga choo-choo, won't you choo-choo us there?
Thank you, Matt, for showing me around New York City. I am so glad that you convinced me to leave the group for a while. But you know, my friends thought that I was crazy going off with you. They don't take quickly to strangers.
Do I seem like a stranger to you?
No, you don't. You seem like an old friend.
It's amazing. This is wonderful. You make me laugh again, and I feel very comfortable around you.
And I feel the same way.
Listen, say, of all the fantastic sights we saw today, what was your favorite?
No contest. Riding to the top of the Empire State Building. Remember that movie, Sleepless in Seattle, with Tom Hanks and Meg Ryan? It was so romantic. It was the last movie that my husband and I ever saw together. We always planned to come north, but we never did. We never will.
I know.
Life is a mystery, isn't it, Matt?
All aboard!
Our adventure begins.
I never been down south.
Let me attempt to explain something about it. Swanee, how I love you, my dear old Swanee. I'd give the world to be among the folks in TIXA, even now my mammy, waiting for me, praying for me, down by the Swanee. The folks up north will see me no more when I get to the Swanee.
Georgia, the whole day through, just an old sweet song keeps Georgia on my mind.
Georgia on my mind.
Georgia, Georgia, a song of you, just as sweet and clear as blue
I know heebie-jeebies hanging round. Just gave the meanest ticket man on earth all I'm worth to put my tootsies in an upper berth. Just hear the choo-choo sound. I know that soon we're gonna cover ground, and then they'll holler so the world will know. Here I go, I'm Alabama bound. Oklahoma, where the wind comes sweeping down the plain, where the waving wheat it sure smells sweet when the wind comes right behind the rain. Oh, Oklahoma, every night my honey lamb and I sit alone and talk and watch a hawk making lazy circles in the sky. We know we belong to the land, and the land we belong to is grand. And when we say, yo, I-yo, yay, we're only saying you're doing fine, Oklahoma, Oklahoma. O-K-L-A-H-O-M-A, Oklahoma.
Next stop, Oklahoma City. Watch your step getting off the train, and remember to smile.
Gary, you know how I feel about you, right?
And I enjoy being with you so much. We have such a good time together.
Gary.
What,
Gary?
something, what is that?
Gary, would you please come up to my room?
What? No! No! Wait, oh, you just said, no!
What have we got here? Hi there, honey. What about joining me tonight?
Excuse me?
Oh, come on, relax, son. Take it easy. What's your name?
Max.
Well,
These are my friends here.
welcome, Max. I'm Bill, and I own this place. Come on with me. I've got a table with like 1, 2, 3 drinks. Come on. I don't bite. Not much.
Aren't you kind of a little...
Oh, that's what you're trying to say. Now you listen to me, honey. No woman is ever too old. And it is never too late. And they are never too young.
You know what? You convinced me. Let's show them a hell of a time tonight. What do you say, Bill?
Yay! Let's go!
It isn't any one thing Ruth does. It's all of them. She's too neat. Forever straightening up. A real Mrs. Clean, that one. And she always has that damn TV blaring. Fox. Can you guys. She watches Fox. Do you think she might be a Republican?
There. It can't be that bad. Lighten up, Ethel, my girl. Why, wasn't the scenery beautiful today? All those oil wells. Country life.
I'm trying, Daisy, but she is impossible. She hogs everything. The hangers, the mirror, the bathroom. And she even takes my towel if it's drier than hers. Worst. I'm telling you, the ultimate worst. She snores. I mean, she really snores. She sounds like a motorboat all night long.
Oh, poor baby. Want to borrow a pair of earplugs? Ethel and my Sid would make beautiful music together if we let them. Here's the key to a beautiful friendship.
Oh, thank you, Daisy. But it would take a pillow over her head to stop that noise.
I can't believe it, Alan. I just blew it with Carrie. I'm such a fool.
Calm down. Things can't be that clear.
They're worse. They're worse. She'll never speak to me again. I'm just a rotten seducer. I've been too long away from the game. I'm so damn impatient. I hit her with a sledgehammer. I have to tell you, Alan, I'm crazy about her.
Well, the nerve of that man to think he would suggest such a thing. You're well rid of him.
You did the right thing, Carrie. All men are animals. You can't trust any of them.
But Matt is different. I just know it.
Glad you all could come out tonight for the show. I understand a lot of you are a long way from home. Is that right? Yeah, well, I am too. And I'm going to start off my set tonight with a song about a place that's real special to me, a place I still call home. It's like this. Almost heaven, West Virginia, the Ridge Mountains, Shenandoah River. Life is old there, older than the trees, younger than the mountains, blowing like a breeze. Country road, take me home to the place I belong, West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home, country road. All my memories gather round her, miner's lady, stranger to blue water, dark and dusty, painted on the sky, mystic taste of moonshine, teardrop in my eye. Country road, take me home to the place I belong, West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home, country road. I hear her voice in the morning hours, she calls me. Radio reminds me of my home far away. Riding down the road, I get a feeling that I should have been home yesterday. Yesterday, country roads take me home to the place I belong, West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home, country roads. Everybody sing now, country roads, take me home, yeah, to the country road. Take me home, country road. Odelay, odelay,
May I sit down? Jerry, can you forgive me?
Can you forgive me? I've been miserable without you for these last few days.
Jerry, you know that I'm crazy about you.
I feel the same way, Matt. And if you're thinking of asking me up to your room again, this time my answer would be a resounding yes.
Sure?
I'm sure.
I think I almost didn't come on this trip.
I'm so glad that you did. I'll remember everything that we did together for the rest of my life.
I hope to be there sharing those memories with you.
I'll never forget.
Colorado mountains. Does it make you want to climb up there?
Not me. Not me. Beautiful to look at, wonderful to witness. And I will never forget being here with you and admiring them. But to tell you the truth, I'm an ocean person. I've always wanted to have a house with a view of the sea.
You're from Kentucky.
But I don't intend to die there. Kentucky, born and bred I am, but it's been my life's ambition to spend a month or so on Cape Cod. It is so beautiful. Maybe next year.
Wait, no, wait, why wait? Come back to Boston with me. You love my summer house in the vineyard. You remember I showed you Martha's Vineyard on the map when we took that Cape Cod trip?
First, you offer me your room, and now you offer me your house?
When you're ready, Carrie, when you're ready.
I just don't know what to say. We just met, but I feel like I've known you forever.
Just say yes. It's wonderful. It's marvelous. You should care for me.
Soft nights, paradise, is what I love to see.
You made my life so glamorous. You can't blame me for feeling amorous. Oh, it's wonderful, it's marvelous that you should care for me.
Wonderful, marvelous, you should care for me.
And it's awful nice, paradise, it's what I love to see.
My dear, it's four-leaf clover time. From now on, my heart's working overtime.
Oh, it's wonderful, it's marvelous that you should care for me.
10 Mile Canyon isn't just another Laramide-faulted anticlimax. Oops, I mean anticline of the late tertiary period, nor is it a Laramide thrust.
Oh, excuse me, Professor. You lost me there. Could you go over that part about climaxes and the thrust?
Climaxes and thrusts? Climaxes and thrusts? Oh, no, dear, no, we can talk about that later.
Oh, really?
Oh, dear, no, where was I? Oh, I see, okay. All right. Or a reverse fault of the Cretaceous sedimentary strata. It is rather a glaciation dating from the Pleistocene time. I trust I've explained everything fully. Any questions?
Yeah, what? What time do the casinos close?
Thank you, Professor. Thank you so very, very much. The answer to that question is never. The rest of the night is at leisure, guys. Have fun. And you ladies, you come with me. I'll show you the town. Say, is it true what they say about Kentucky? Beautiful women, fast horses? Or did I get that one backwards?
No, you got it right, but I wish I had $1 for every time I've heard that stale joke. Sorry, Jack. Bev and I are going to try out one of those all-you-can-eat buffets.
And I'm doing a bridge tournament with Sid. Sorry.
And you? Well, I'll show you a night you'll never forget.
Why not? We look good together, as long as you promise that whatever stays, whatever happens in Vegas, stays right here in Vegas. You've got a date.
Remember, no, just remember, the bus leaves tomorrow at 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
So have I ever let you down?
Oh, no. Have a safe time. Now, hold on a minute, everyone. Come back. Before you leave, I forgot to give you out the information about California. So pick up a copy of it before you leave. I also looked over all those comments that you turned in. Now, let's see, here's one. I'm sorry you were expecting to go to Chicago, Mrs. Higginbotham. That wasn't on our itinerary. Perhaps you were looking at the wrong brochure.
I have a cousin in St. Louis. Why don't we go there?
How about Duluth?
I don't know. We've been to so many places so far, I just can't keep track of them all. But I'm ready to go to California.
California, here I come, right back where I started from, where bowers of flowers bloom in the sun. Each morning at morning birdies sing and everything a sun-kissed miss said, don't be late. That's why I can hardly wait. Open up that golden gate, California, here I come.
Imagine that, San Francisco and the Pacific Ocean. Glory be, what a wonder.
Aren't we having fun? I think we must have walked 100 miles in the 2 days that we've been here. We even got to sit at the dock of the bay. Now there's a song.
And Chinatown, Fisherman's Wharf, Nob Hill, and the trolley. How's that for two old country gals?
Speaking of the trolley, did you see Carrie and what's his name mooning together on the trolley? They never even noticed us.
Matt. His name's Matt.
Well, I'm worried about her, Addie. She has not spent a moment with us since we left Colorado. Our triple has turned into a double. And what do we even know about this guy that she is mooning over?
Not much. Only that he's from Boston, and he's traveling with his sister and her companion. I was told that they're not even married.
For all we know, Carrie's friend could be an atheist. Oh dear, what are we gonna do? Oh, speak of the devil, there they are.
What a day! What a trip! What a life! Only one more night. Can you believe it's gone so fast? I've already asked Sophie to book the three of us in for next year.
Girls, I don't know how you're going to take this, but the truth is, I'm not going back to Kentucky with you. I'm going to Boston with Matt. I phoned my kids last night. Boy, were they surprised.
Well, not half as surprised as we are. Have you gone crazy? Oh my golly, what is the pastor gonna say?
You've only known him for 2 weeks. We're only asking you to go slow.
And think things through.
What the pastor ought to say is, you go, girl. Finding new luck is a blessing.
Well, I declare.
Are you two finished? Just hear me out. This is the first reckless thing that I have ever done, and it feels great. It feels not just great, it feels wonderful. Be happy for me.
Clang, clang, clang went the trolley. Dang, dang, dang went the bell. Zing, zing, zing went my heartstring. From the moment I saw him, I fell. Chug, chug, chug went the motor. Bump, bump, bump went the brake. Thump, thump, thump went my heartstrings. When he smiled, I could feel the car shake. We took it slow. Oh, you took it fast. We know the person back at home would be aghast. Makes me laugh, well maybe so. What the pastor ought to say is, way to go. Buzz, buzz, buzz went the buzzer. Plop, plop, plop went the wheels. Stop, stop, stop went my heartstrings. As he started to leave, she took hold of his sleeve with her hand. And as if it were planned, he stayed on with me. I took a chance on a crazy romance, and it seems he's the man of my dreams.
Wonderful girl, Matt. Wonderful girl. I hope you two will be very happy together.
What a difference 2 weeks can make, eh? Yes. Kentucky ladies, Kentucky ladies. It's really not such a bad guy. Please give him a chance.
Oh, it's not you, Matt. It's the quickness of the whole thing. I've known Karen since we were in the cradle. I feel responsible for her in my way. You have to promise to take good care of her.
Well, if you'll let me.
Addie, I know it seems quick, but really there's no time for proper courting. And trust me, this is right.
We are gonna miss you, Carrie. I'm in love. I'm not dead.
Matt and I plan to book a trip next year. Are you guys in?
We'll start saving up.
I wouldn't miss this for the world. That's great.
Admit it, Ethel. It wasn't so bad.
Oh, you're right. Took us the better half of the trip to get things sorted out.
It was those earplugs. Couldn't hear you snoring.
Who snored? Me? Oh no, that bad. Guess we are even. These drowned out your Fox TV.
Oh, you're too much. Are you up for a trip next year with us, Drew?
Absolutely. A big fat yes says I'm game.
Hooray.
Yes. Jack, thank you for showing me the sights. I had a great time. This handsome fellow says he's going to take me on the town next time I come to Florida. I just might take him up on it. Jack's the best in his business. Jack certainly has a way with women. I felt like a queen when we were in Vegas. He seems to know everybody worth knowing. The night was expensive, but it was worth every penny I spent.
I'm glad you had a nice time.
He's worth his weight in gold. His contribution to the tour was priceless. But that's just my opinion. I am sure you will agree that he is an exceptionally gifted man.
I like the shape of her wallet.
Attention, attention everyone. Let's have a toast. To Sophie, to Jack, to Professor Rosetta Stone.
Yay.
It was a budget trip, but we got more than we bargained for. Here's to us, L'chaim, L'chaim,
There you go, to next year. Hope to see you all again next year. Same time, different places. This has been the trip of a lifetime for me. And to Jack and Sophie, we'll be traveling with you again next year, side by side.
Oh, we ain't got a barrel of money, maybe we're ragged and funny, but we'll travel along, singing a song, side by side. Don't know what's coming tomorrow, maybe it's trouble and sorrow, but we'll travel the road, sharing our load, side by side. Through all kinds of weather, what if the sky should fall? Just as long as we're together, it doesn't matter at all. When they've all had their troubles and parted, we'll be the same as we started, just to travel along, singing a song, side by side.
Marty, Lydia, and Greg. For their unswerving support through some rocky times. The building facilities staff who schlepped that piano up the stairs and down the stairs and in and out, and the chairs and the props, and even drank beer so we could have some empty beer bottles after I begged them. They were so good about that. Robert Laurie, photos. Natalie behind stage for every performance with a prop. The rest of our props, makeup, and costume committees, too numerous to mention, but boy, did they pull it together. It was amazing. Ann Davies for lyrics. Bruce on the teleprompter. Again, the indomitable, phenomenal Fred Wanger on the piano. The person who was me when I couldn't be here, Pat Meany. The fantastic signs, all those amazing signs, the scenery, the filling, even the filling of the glasses so it looked like wine, Ross Neischler. You never had to ask him twice. It was always there, always on time. And of course, the guy who got about 250 thank you notes from me, probably this week alone, the guy who figured out how to hang the scenery, who did the video, who did the sound system, and who kept sending me little emails saying, Marjorie, I know you have a lot on your plate, but did you remember blah, 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 Bill Boone. Our author, and the woman who is truly my other half, who was our music director, who created and drew the playbill, who figured out the flyers, who just, I mean, she edited, she reviewed, she proofed, she did everything. Ann Warner.
I can only repeat your words, sort of. You can't have a story without a writer. And here, we know that you started a year ago, the two of you, and you wrote and you wrote and you wrote and you edited and look what they came up with. Thank you. And then you just said it all about Ann Warner, who has just been heroic. The other half of Marjorie, but we don't even begin to know what you did. We just know that you held it all together and produced this fabulous show. She's the lovely And now for our shining star. Somebody I know calls her his true north. She truly is our shining star. So thank you, Marjorie, for brightening our lives, for shining the in everybody's heart. We love you all, and we thank you so much. Thank you.